Hello and welcome back to another Amen Party video. In this video we'll be talking specifically about why you don't actually feel like doing anything. Everyone has the moments where they sit down, try to get to work, but after 10-15 minutes it's so slow, you don't feel like doing the work, you don't like doing the work, you don't feel like you want to do more work, and then you take a break. The break, at first you say 5 minutes break to help me get my mind refreshed, and then go back to doing with the work. 5 minutes turn into 10 minutes, 10 minutes turns into 30 minutes. Next thing you know, it's 11 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and you still have not completed the thing that you were going to complete in the first place. Everyone goes through this. I've gone through it, not just in the past, but recently I've been going through this as well. The key thing is discipline, and I know you've heard that many times, but it's much easier said than done. In this specific video, we talk about the reasons, the natural principles, and science that goes behind you physically not wanting to do the thing. And after you watch this video, whenever you don't want to do a thing, or something's too hard, or you don't get any work done, you can use these tactics that I'm going to teach you today, these like tricks or these like behaviors that has been studied over time. But hopefully you can use these to help you propel you forward and turn a bad day into a good one. Let's get into it. Okay, so everyone has a bad day. Everyone's going to have a bad day, and everyone has had a bad day. Now, no one really knows why you may have a day which you do worse than other days. It could be the lack of sleep, diet, nutrition. We'll go over how to improve these to specifically help you do a task that you accomplish later. But for now, set these aside. No one knows why some days you may just feel better than others. It's just human nature. So let's say it's one of those days where you don't want to do anything and you sit down and try to get some work done, but you can't actually focus at all. So what I want to ask you is, before this moment, what were you doing? If you were distracted just watching TikTok or playing video games, then naturally your brain's going to be stimulated and go from a high stimulation task to a low stimulation task. So then your brain's gonna want to go back to doing the thing. Now what I recommend is shutting off your brain for at least 5 minutes before you start your heavy work task. For example, you don't do it by sleeping or napping or texting your friends, but you can try meditation as explained by Kikyo in our recent videos. You can check out our recent videos on how to meditate properly and stoicism. But that is what I recommend before starting a hard task, so then you can get focused and lower your brain activity, so then you're ready to go. Another thing is food. I talked about it earlier, but now I'm bringing it up. If you have food, like high carb meal, right before you do an activity, that is the worst, because you're essentially going to go through a carb crash, or if you ate a lot of sugars, you're going to go through a sugar crash. Now this will just, because your body's on digestion, so then it's going to be very difficult to actually get some work done. So what I recommend is, before, either intermediate fasting in the morning before doing something, or you can have a light protein filled, low carb, low sugar meal before getting some work done. Or you can space your meal at least 2 hours apart. For example, you do like small activities like reading or meditation, like I said earlier, and then you can start getting to your hard work task. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Even if you know all of these things, you know exactly why, you're still going to go through this and still eventually fail, and that is completely okay. But what it is you do after you fail, that is the most important. If after you fail, you just say, okay, I was unproductive today, I had brain fog, I'm lost, I'm just gonna give up now, watch movies, why not? But you can easily turn a very bad day into a good one in a day where you don't feel like doing anything to a day where you've done a lot. And this has happened to me before. For example, you played video games and you watched movies, and then now it's 5 p.m. and you haven't done any work. What I would do in this instance is take a cold shower, get your brain focused on work. Take a cold shower, do a workout, maybe even a sports session, a pool swim, something like that, and then you can eat a good meal, get some work done, recover the day, and have a good night routine, skincare, all of that done, and then you can start the next day better than ever, back on track. That is what I would rather do than just give up, spend the rest of the day, and say I'll start tomorrow. Another component is that you need to learn how to just not act on how you feel, but on what you know you should do. For example, the video is called Why You Don't Feel Like Doing Anything. Every successful person gets work done, even if they don't feel like it. And a quote that I'll use from a YouTuber named Hamza is, do the hard work, especially if you don't feel like it. Because feelings are always going to change. It's just human nature again. Feelings, it's fine, but you don't let feelings control you. You control your own feelings, if that makes sense. So the final point I will add is, even if you don't feel like it, even if you did all the things I mentioned previously and you still don't feel like doing anything, okay, so even if you don't feel like it, just do it. It's much easier said than done, but once you start implementing this mentality, your brain will start naturally adapting and naturally wanting to do things even if you don't feel like it, but you know you should do it, so you'll still end up doing it, and then that's how you become more disciplined in the end. Thank you so much for watching this Human Project video. Please like, comment, and share to your friends if you truly want this channel to grow. Me and my contributors have many plans for this channel in the future, and hopefully we can give more increasing value to you. Also, if you have a video topic or suggestion or something that you want to learn more about, leave a comment down below and we might make a video on it or just respond to it. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum and have a good day.